That.
No.
Okay.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach.
Omit the wall. Yeah.
What's next on the list?
Description of injury summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the... You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
What about
So we inflicted them?
I inflicted?
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
Okay, agreed. The waters are not muddy enough.
See? These. Why don't you?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks?
Head, chest, and your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal, I'm pretty sure.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum
Has confessed to
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the
Like, I don't think it's
Right. Next.
ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column in...
That's fatal.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
below the note. Toog, think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Non-fatal?
He is deep in thought.
Why do you say that?
I think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think?
Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. But you're right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Let's wrap this up.
Alright.
I pronounce this field autopsy over.
We don't have a space for this, I think. We already have now. How did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for this.
Okay.
I also requested a toxicological screen. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We
What
will
else?
follow with the list of injuries
Okay,
too.
what now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form.
Alright.
For processing.
He's thinking. You tilt your head. Or, I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Tell me something.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento.
Let's quick save. Let's quick
The
save.
man is his glasses. Takes a deep breath.
Wait. We can definitely do it. Wait. There's definitely something there. There's definitely a clue there.
The man is his glasses and takes.
What do we need again
breath.
for this? I'll try it right now. Perception, right? I'll try it right now, and then I'll... Okay, that doesn't
Run
work.
your hands.
Okay. Perception is what I need. I definitely have a bunch of stuff that can help me with perception. What type of cop am I? I did not realize yet. 13 good cop, bad cop, 3 honor, 14 alterable, 12 communist, 9 faces. I'm not a moralist at all. And superstar cop right now. That's pretty good, actually. Let's see my clothes. I need perceptionist. Perception clothes. Drama. That gives me perception. Let's get it done. Composure, conceptualization, logic, perception. There we go. Is there any other things that gives me perception? Yeah, it's reaction speed. Nothing else that gives me perception. I think I'm wearing something that gives me perception already. Ouch. Okay. Then. I don't have any glasses that give me perception, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's quick save again.
The man is his glasses
Okay.
and takes a deep breath.
So I need 14 perception. I have 5 plus 1 6. So I need 8.
Your arms
Nice.
reach out and your eyes close, as if by their
Oh, I need 9.
operation,
There's minus 1 as well.
all around.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his... Everything is silent.
Squeeze his nose.
You pick it between your... They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the lips.
The fuck is he?
The thing you're looking for, it's not here either.
Alright.
The oral cavity is cold. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the lolling around like a scallop.
Open your eyes and look. Alright.
Tongue, can you feel it? A vision of black. You see an abrasion collar. This is
Abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
Kuno is silent. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of opens up. Tissue damp, wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth.
The fuck is? Ah shit. See?
Feel around first.
Basal ganglia. This man will. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavities.
Quivering, your fingers, all the muscles in your body hard. Time to enter him. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His sharp, serrated material.
Oh, this should be
The
easy.
edges cut right into your.
Feel solid up there, right?
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack. The object.
We have the...
Forget about the fucking Beano. The pig is like a fuck.
Nice! Let's go. It is an easy one, so... Because I have good interfacing. What do you get? What do you get?
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp.
I got it.
My pig.
He's watching his old man.
What? What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold with a plop. Your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood, up to the...
Beautiful.
a bullet.
Interesting. So he was shot. That's what I'm getting.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
David?
Of course. You've earned it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death.
I agree.
And the hanging and
The fractured thyroid bone, it was all treatment.
And the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
I agree with this.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck.
Shiver. Get Shiver in. Where is Shiver? There we go. Let's level it up. Level 5. Who would do this?
For us to find out.
Oh, why would anyone do?
Something. The real killer?
Who's more answer?
We should take a close
this little thing could reveal much about the weapon.
What happens
look at
next?
the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest.
What should I do,
Work
Vito?
on the case.
Alright.
I'll leave that choice.
The word link did take.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You have to get the boot. Come on. It's just right to get the boot, isn't it? What is this?
An intricate web. It's still gone. For you, someone.
Let's put this away. Let's check this.
Is safely sealed away in.
What? If I was the bullet, which I'm not,
Alright.
if we find who, in conclusion, the more we...
The squash you wouldn't ordinarily have caught the jacket of. You can just about make. It's quite
What can you say about the bullet?
It's a jacketed bullet, close to 5 mm in
A
diameter.
jacketed bullet. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically
Makes sense.
found on the streets of Martinez.
highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech loaders for nearly half a century.
Got
Even
it.
the RCM uses ordinary injectable
Oh, nice.
bullets. This
This
is...
should be an easy one.
A
Nice.
rifle, revolutionary. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter.
Wait, there's only one guy who would have that rifle,
Of
right?
a century, probably an antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the. Incidentally, You have just such a rifle with no.
Yeah.
But Zeliger, a major firearm maker, ended up antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries.
Okay.
What are you
I
thinking?
know where this came from.
Bullet? Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell Maghreb rifle.
Antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Ravachol.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking. Some new RC.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front
Money!
is
Good money.
enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Riyadh Belt.
Makes you consider every shot I like.
Imagine if everyone. But back to the investigation.
You're looking for an antiques
It doesn't
enthusiast.
seem that late. But we'll check out all possible leads.
Alright. We got that. Let's read Dick Mullen. We haven't read
In
this.
your hand, the cover, feet, the tag.
Are you really reading that?
I'll need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
The point is, the story of Spillane needs 2 days desperate to clear his.
What's the matter?
The lieutenant, of course, money, and not just secrets. Your secrets are on Deneuve. Not only is the outwardly, he would certainly.
I just want to get through these books just because
That said,
it's whatever.
evening, comfort and pleasure, as the two always, whatever it is. Mullen never hears the words. Who can you trust in the lieutenant? When Mullen tricked the he, can you solve? What is it, detective? It's a danger. There was never for a moment. From nowhere, you won't find the answer. Is it really so? Like what?
Yeah, friends
Do
of
you
fun.
even have those? Just make sure. But then, what does this book? So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve? Have you been paying attention? You begin fear. You try. Dozens of pages scatter across.
Ah, yeah, perhaps.
In your hand, the cover, the tagline.
Are you really reading that? Well, you...
Why? If you... The story, Spillane needs 2 days desperate to clear his...
What's the matter?
The lieutenant, of course...
Who did it? Let's see.
Do it. Deneuve revealed not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine, one evening, comfort and as the two...
I've not been reading, so we can just...
Who can you trust? The lieutenant, when Mullen tricked the he, and you, what makes you think this isn't? How do you know in your hand, you,
Oh,
why?
frick.
If you, the story, Spillane...
Messed up again.
Desperate to...
What's the matter?
The lieutenant, of course, Mullen did it. Deneuve revealed not only is the local police one evening, comfort and as the two always, whatever it is, who can you trust? The lieutenant, when Mullen tricked the heat, and you'll never know what happens because the rest of the book is gone. What makes you think this isn't the final Dick Mullen case? How do you know this isn't the final in your hand?
Okay, I can't do anything about it. Seems that's about it. We already did this. Let's go for this one.
See, this book talk where to even be pet owners. It is not recommend. You're right. Ouch. Performing. This is a yellow-tailed black, perhaps the most in the world. It must be glorious, despite its banging. The bang-bang cockatoo is yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. You're right. You want
Nice.
the medium.
That's another question. We already did this. Oh yeah, let's do
The
this.
suzerainty box is heavy.
Oh wait. Let me just save before everything. Quick save it. We'll take the body away after I take away the boots, you know.
The suzerainty box is heavy. At what?
Give me that. Give me that game. Let's try to convince Kim to give us the game.
The suzerainty box is heavy. What? Does
Oh, Kim, please. Oh yeah, I need suggestion, right? Do I have suggestion on? I don't think I have suggestion on. This one is empathy. This one is empathy. Inland Empire, physical. Okay, yeah, I don't have suggestion on. This one gives suggestion. Yeah, this one gives drama. This one gives logic. Composure. I was pretty sure we have one at least which gives us suggestion. But it doesn't look like there is any which gives us suggestion. Oh, Christ. Okay. Let's try again. Interact.
suzerainty
The
box
board!
is heavy. What is
Nice.
detective work? See?
Alright. You've convinced me. How do we play?
I'll show you.
You explain that in the apricot, there's also the lieutenant.
Alright, detective.
You have a few. Remember what the rulebook said. You'll want to choose a strategy early on and stay committed to.
Try a full
You draw,
contract.
you place,
Not bad.
but not good enough. As he
That's a market. It's worth 2 victory points.
Lower slightly.
Come on. Is that your game, Faye? Glancing over those, you could all. Well, sure, you can do that. It's just not a terribly effective strategy. But then,
Focus how much? Okay, wait. Several pressing workers into service would increase the economic output, survive possible conflict with the lieutenant, or we could ignore a labor supply and focus on fulfilling contracts for points and resources. Those aren't your only options. You could also show your workers how much you appreciate by investing some of them well in them. You're the one producing wealth. Sure, you can do that. It's not a terribly effective session. That's up to you. Let's try economic output, pressing my workers.
using your powers of persuasion, after several turns, your worker tokens greatly outnumber the lieutenants. A vast arm of expendable labor is at your command.
Too bad investing in your workers just isn't. Take a look at the scoring tables in the.
Oh.
You see in table 8C that investing in territorial infrastructure. Yes.
Now, for several turns, you struggle
right.
to respond to the lieutenant's burgeoning ape. You draw a new contract. You know, this isn't unlike the situation. Well, the Susan by introducing cocaine in under exclusive contract. If you could yes, you can. You've reached a critical strategic juncture. How do you risk the lieutenant's agreement?
Go for contracts, queue back to workers. Oh.
With each passing turn, you slowly bleed as his own workers. As a matter of historical fact, this is almost
More or less.
realizing victory. The end game is upon. Do you escalate the trade war with the lieutenant in hopes of crushing him with your economic might? Or do you ignore his aggression and focus on building the mighty victory column structure in Revachol herself? Alternatively, you could throw the whole game away by trying to build a public. The choice is yours.
Alright. Let's go for a trade war. I usually would go.
Gravely, as you, with every turn, tariffs are raised. Even in the soon, your
I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah. Trade war in...
Never fuck with. Now, let's delete the score.
It's so cool.
computing the final scores is almost a game unto itself. After double, then triple checking your negative 5 victory points.
I've got
Yeah.
15 points. Don't look too glum, detective. Now, let's click.
You hold the open game box before you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not